Hi, today's topic is blurriness. At some point, it becomes blurry. Blurry as the rope and a snake in the garden. That old metaphor is so adequate to what's really going on, you see? Because it's not that reality is something else, like it would be an illusion, but it's not what it is. But at the same time, it is the only event you can expect, you see? It's really like a cardboard village that you would um, design for filming a movie, you see? It's just like faces and there's nothing behind or beyond, just what you see. So reality is what's going on as stuff. There's no hidden stuff behind the stuff. And there is no stuff into the landscape, into the decoration that would explain another stuff. It's self-standing stuff. Knowing itself. Mysteriously, while you are contemplating them, those stuff. You meaning what? See, here comes the blurriness. You as a body form is part of that landscape. You can notice that you and where that you are, infamous me, is moving, seems to be moving around with the stuff. So the stuff and the me, they are all part of the stuff. The me seems to be more VIP in a way into your perception, because in the me you have a sort of familiarity, history, like it's an old friend, and you feel it maybe in a more various way, where you see something in the distance, it's only a seeing, and the me seems to be a seeing, a tasting, a hearing. There seems to be a depth into what you call me, and the rest that seems to be more ephemeral. The rest can change and the me seems to stay. So it seems to be me in the house, me outside in the garden. Garden and house change. Me seems to be the same. But it's not. You know that when you were 2, you were that big. Now you're bigger. You were looking nice when you were 20. Now you look older. You see? You can judge it. You can be in a quest to change it. Because it's moving. Maybe not as fast as going from inside the house into the garden, but still not the same me. Me is eluding your grasp, the same as the garden is eluding your grasp, and the house as well. You will have to change the roof and blah blah blah, and it will change. You may have even to change houses, landscape. So nothing ever is the same than what you have in your memory imagination, I would say. I would have said nothing is the same as yesterday, but it's even like so far away yesterday. Could be 1 minute ago, 1 second ago, whenever. You see? So what's going on is a seeming flow of stuff moving. Moving or changing shape, whatever. And there is a noticing of this, but you can see that it's not me noticing it, because the me is changing with the rest of the stuff. So what do we have when we just like, okay, so we have like apparently moving, changing stuff of which I'm a part, me as graspable definition is changing as well. So there is no way you can grab hold on it, define anything by it, because we'll be gone tomorrow, you know it. Deep down you know it. It's bound to change anyway. So this is going on. And then around all this seems to be some space, silence, void of stillness. Seems to act as a contrast of it. You've got the seemingly moving, changing, colorful stuff. All the sensation, perception, taste, senses, you name it. That actually has, when you look into it, no meaning whatsoever. Doesn't actually cause what's going after. Isn't a consequence of what came before. It's just bubbling around in that field of silent space. The only thing that is not changing, that is actually completely the same all the time, is the silence or the space in between stuff. Same quality. Stuff is always a little bit different than other stuff. Always. But the space in which the stuff is bursting out is always the same. There's no, I don't know, more colorful space than another space, or more like dense space than undense space. Space is space. Void. There's stuff in it, it's stuff. The stuff is in it, but the space is space. Same with silence. You can have infinite variety of sounds, but the silence is uniquely and singularly the same. Always. The silence of today is the same silence of whenever. Sounds have changed, not the silence. See? So if you want to grab hold on something, here you go. Get your hands on silence and space. You'll be safe. You see? Isn't that so amazing? So what we just like overlook as just a contrast item, space and silence, is actually that is always here. Same, unchanging. And has a quality of infinity and of absence of position. You see? Seems to be everywhere, but it's actually what nowhere is. And what you are looking for is in that silent, still space. It seems to be irrelevant and inert, right? But it's actually a potential. Why is it a potential? Because everything bursts out of it. Take a still mind. You're not thinking, you're meditating, and a thought is like popping up. It's popping up out of stillness, silent space. It goes like, I don't know, it says, I love bananas, and poof, it goes back into the silence. You didn't see it coming. Whatever the thinking is, whatever the image is, you didn't see it coming. When you open your eyes, same, in the morning, boom, here you are, in your bedroom. It comes out of the void that was preceding it. And it's actually appearing in that void, taking shape. So this is just an invitation to be more curious about like that apparently tasteless space and irrelevant silence. Because if everything is coming out of it, is actually made of it, because when there was just silence and then comes a sound, where did the sound come from? From something beyond the silence? That some hidden door, hidden place that is beyond? Or did it come actually out of the silence? From the silence? Out of silence? That's my Saturday video. Just be curious about the space and silence. And see if those seemingly inert, empty places are not actually where you have to look. See you next time.